Alright, so welcome back to the channel. Now in this video today I want to talk about our WordPress tags good for SEO. This is something that was asked inside our school community this week, and I just wanted to do a video to explain in a bit more detail what my opinion was on it, because I know a lot of people say, oh, tags don't do anything, but there is a relevancy in them, and I think it's worth covering, and I think anyone using WordPress should be aware of them and how they can best use them. So what we're going to cover today is what are WordPress tags, do tags help with SEO, best practices for tagging, common mistakes to avoid, and how to use tags for better user experiences. So what are WordPress tags to first start with? So just make sure you fully understand. So tags explain. Tags are used to categorize content by topic. So for example, if you write multiple posts about SEO tips, you might tag them all as SEO tips so readers can find them easily. Difference between tags and categories. So this is where people get confused. So categories group broad topics while tags are more specific. So for example, you might have a category might be SEO and WordPress tips, whereas tags would be on-page SEO, link building. Now the tags then can be in posts that are in multiple categories, and that's where they differ. So they just link posts together in a different way. So how tags improve site navigation. So they create cluster of relevant content for easier discovery. An example, a blog post tagged with WordPress security will appear alongside other security posts, helping users explore similar topics. So if someone's doing a search, the search results should bring up posts that are I've got the title, are in a category, or have been tagged with WordPress security. So do tags help with SEO? So can tags improve search rankings? They might indirectly boost SEO by enhancing user engagement and internal linking. So an example, a well-organized tag system can improve how search engines understand your site structure. But just having tags does not help SEO, okay? You need to have a strategy and you need to implement it so that it works effectively. And once it's set up and working properly, it can definitely help with SEO. So potential SEO drawbacks. So overusing tags can lead to duplicate or thin content pages. So an example, using too many similar tags like SEO tips, SEO advice might confuse search engines. So you don't want to be doing that. Tags and internal linking. So they help connect related content, keeping visitors on your site longer. Example, linking posts through tags can reduce bounce rate and increase page views. Now, we all know now that internal linking definitely does help with SEO. And if you've got a structure in place like tagging, which automatically is doing internal linking for you by linking related posts together, this can only help your SEO, but you want to do it, with the right strategy. So best practice for tagging. So use tags sparingly. So focus on quality over quantity. An example, limit each post to 2 to 5 well-chosen tags instead of a long list of generic ones. Like, I know a lot of people just go in and go, oh, I'll just give it a tag, and they use it like a keyword system, like, just give it as many keywords as possible to help it get found. You don't want to be doing that. So be consistent. So use a standard naming convention. So example, always use WordPress instead of alternates between WP and WordPress. And I think you should basically have a structure of tags that you're going to use so you can reference them all the time and not just make them up on the fly. Because if you have WP, WordPress spelled differently, they can just dilute how the effective tagging can be on your website. And then think from a user's perspective. So choose tags that users would naturally search for. So, for example, instead of tips, use SEO tips for beginners. So don't think of just one word, because tips could be just generic across anything. And if somebody clicks on tips, there's all sorts of tips there. Might not be relevant tips to what they're looking for. So just be as specific as possible. And then regularly review your tags. So remove or merge redundant tags. Example, if you have WordPress SEO and WordPress SEO, consolidate them into one. Common mistakes to avoid. So using too many random tags. Over tagging can clutter your site. Example, avoid tagging every minor topic. Instead, group similar posts together. Creating tags with very few posts. So tags should be used to group multiple posts. Example, a tag used for only one post is ineffective for navigation. It's going to have no help, if anything, have a detrimental effect. So you want to think about, right, there's going to be a group of posts here. They're not in a category together, but they're going to be tagged together. Duplicate or similar tags. They can cause confusion and dilute SEO signals. So example, SEO tips and SEO advice. You want to consolidate them, so just choose one. And then indexing thin tag archives. So consider setting tag archives to no index. We don't want Google indexing tag archives, especially if they've got little content. So example, use an SEO plugin to control which tag pages are indexed. My recommendation would be not to index tag pages. You want categories indexed, but tags, you do not want them indexed. It can cause duplicate content. That's the problem. That's why you don't want to do that. So how to use tags for a better user experience. So enhanced content discoverability. Tags help users find related content. So example, a well-tagged blog post allows users to easily navigate to similar topics. So if they've gone into a category and they've seen that, there's a tag, this is tagged on a certain topic, they might click that tag and then they'll see all the posts across all categories that have been tagged with that. And that'll just help the navigation of the website. It helps keep users on your website. And we all know that the more time users spend on your website, it sends a signal back to Google that whatever keyword you used to find this website was relevant, and that just increases your overall ranking. Improve site structure. So a logical tag system supports a clear content hierarchy. So example, tags can serve as a secondary navigation menu. And then encourage longer session durations. Like we just said, relevant tags keep users engaged by suggesting additional reading. Example, users who click on tag WordPress security might spend more time exploring your site. And an example of a smart tagging structure. So use tags to group high quality content together. Example, use a combination of broad and specific tags to create meaningful clusters. Excuse me. So just quick, in summary. So the role of WordPress tags and their importance of SEO, we've covered that. We've covered the best practices to follow for effective tagging. We've looked at the common mistakes that can harm your site, so just be aware of those. And how to structure tags for better user experience. Now, actionable steps for you now. This is what I suggest that you do. So if you want to dive deeper, you can read our full guide on WordPress tags at the WP Odyssey blog. I'll link that below. It's a blog post which goes into a lot more detail about this. If you want more support, you can join WP Odyssey community, which is a school community, and you can stay up to date on WordPress best practices and strategies. Now we've got a free school which teaches you how to build your first WordPress website, and it covers all the essential items that you need to know about running a WordPress website. Things like, SEO, content creation, security, e-commerce, everything. We touch on everything in there so you can see what things you need to consider. We've then also got the WP Odyssey paid community, which I'll link below as well. So if you want to dive deeper and you want to go deeper into WordPress and you want to learn from, all the experiences that I've gathered over the last 15 years running a WordPress agency, then we've got a community for that where it's an active community. We've got live calls nearly every day that we teach a new topic and we answer any questions that you might have on WordPress. And we've got a classroom full of lessons and courses covering everything you can think of when it comes to WordPress, from setting up your first WordPress website to developing custom themes and being a developer. And just finally, if you can like and subscribe to this video, and if you like this sort of thing and you want to see more of it, make sure you subscribe. If you think this video will be useful to somebody else that's got a WordPress blog, share it with them. Leave me any comments below, any questions or any feedback that you've got below would be useful. And that's it. So let's get to work. So hopefully you found that useful, and if you did, and you're going to implement some tags on your WordPress website, I'd love to know later on what effect it's had on your website. And we'll see you in the next video. Thanks very much.